Good morning. My name is Shirley Watts. This is our second session of cognitive behavior therapy with our client Sylvia. The last session last week, I spoke with Sylvia about the events that was leading up to her being in therapy. Sylvia is a 26-year-old, uh, very driven young lady. She is a single mom. She has a very stressful job with a top 500 company, and she is determined to have the type of life for herself for her daughters that she did not have. And she's also determined to do it all on her own. 6 months ago, Sylvia was involved in a car accident. And in this car accident, she hurt her back. The doctor recommended that she have complete bed rest for at least 1 week, along with prescribing pain medication for her. But Sylvia, feeling that she could not take off work because of her financial responsibility, and also felt that she could not stop her taking her daughters from the activities that they were involved in. Uh, she didn't feel that she could rely on anybody to either support her financially or to help her, in taking her daughters back and forth. So Sylvia continued to work the long hours. She continued to do everything that she was doing, relying more and more on the prescription medicine that she was taking. The turning point in her life came when she was stopped for speeding with her daughters in the car with her. She was arrested for driving under the influence and also for child endangerment. CPS placed her two girls in foster care, and the judge refused to even discuss giving them back to Sylvia until she received some type therapy. So that is getting us up to the point where we are today. Last week, I did ask Sylvia to just keep a journal, of anything that she thought would be pertinent to us, being able to help her. Anything that she thought of that would be, that was overwhelming in her life, and how did she decide to handle it? If she even thought about asking anybody for help, and if she did think about asking anybody for help, what did she do? Did she ask them, or did she just think about it and not ask them? Our goal in this session is to find out, what is the real reason that Sylvia cannot ask for help. What happened in her life, or what is happening in her life, that she is determined to do it all on her own, to be the Lone Ranger. So let's welcome Sylvia in, invite her in, and let's get on with our second session today. Sylvia, good afternoon. How are you doing today?
Oh, I'm doing great. How are you?
Very good. It's good to see you.
And nice to see you too.
I see that you have your journal.
Oh, yes, I do.
Okay, and I want to thank you very much for doing that, because that's an important part of our therapy, is for the client to be able to do their part. But tell me, how did it make you feel when you were writing in your journal last week?
Oh, it made me think so much about how busy I am, how much responsibility I have. I just am burning the candle at both ends.
You are.
It's hard.
Okay.
It is hard.
But what made you decide that you had to do? I understand that you're a single mom, but what made you decide that you have to do all this by yourself?
Well, I've always been that kind of person.
Uh-huh.
I have been a hard worker. I've taken care of myself.
Uh-huh.
I have really helped a lot. And plus, I made good grades. I've worked hard all my life, and it's paid off for me.
Uh-huh.
So that's, and then I have a family where, there are 5 of us, and I'm kind of in the middle, and I have to do for myself.
Okay.
And I'm accustomed to doing for myself.
Okay. Mm-hmm. And you are driven, but you're driven on, it's like you're driven on impressing people. Like you want people to see that you're doing good. What would happen if you made a mistake? If you didn't, say if you tried to do something on your job and you did not complete it, or you?
Well, I don't know. I would feel like it's not me, because I know I can do it, and I try so hard to do it.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't expect that anything will go wrong. I know that's unrealistic,
Uh-huh.
but that's just how I think.
Okay. And if for any reason what made you think like this? Have you always been this way, that you had to, that you had to do it all yourself and it had to be perfect? Because that's what I'm hearing, is that you want everything that you do to be perfect.
Right.
You want to make sure.
I expect a lot more of myself than anybody else could expect of me.
Uh-huh.
I expect a lot of myself.
Uh-huh. And
expect a
so
lot.
even when you were sick, even when you were injured
Yes.
in the car wreck, did you ever think about even asking your family for even financial support? If the doctor's telling you that you need bed rest, financial support, or to help you with the girls?
No, I didn't, and that's probably not a good idea. But and maybe that's what this journal is helping me to realize that I probably need some help, but I never think that way because I've been so responsible myself. I carried all the weight of whatever I've done on my own shoulders, and I think my family expects me to do that. At least I haven't found out if they don't expect that.
Okay.
And my children are dependent upon me.
Okay. But tell me this though, Sylvia, though, and listen, I commend you. I commend you. You are a hardworking young lady. You are a hardworking young lady. You want to have the best for your daughters financially, and you want to be there. And I'm thinking that you want for them to be able to do a lot of stuff that you weren't able to do. And so, but answer me this though. What I'm saying also, do your family, do they ever ask you for help? Your parents ever ask you to do?
They ask me for help, and I help them. I don't mind helping.
You don't mind helping?
I don't mind.
Do you help them? Do you help them without hesitating, or you?
Without hesitating, just like I do my own children. I help them. I take care of them.
Okay. Do you feel that they're irresponsible though, if you by asking you for help?
No, I guess I just feel that about myself. It's expected of me. But no, I don't think. I feel a little irresponsible when I don't do things, but I don't think they are.
Okay, but why you don't think just like they need help? What about your sibling? Do your sibling ever ask you for help?
Yes,
or
and
your friends?
I help them as well.
But you don't consider them being irresponsible when you help them.
No.
But you don't feel like you need that same help. You feel like you can do it all yourself without asking for help.
And that's probably not a good idea. But I do. That's the way I've been feeling. That's until this accident happened did I ever think that I need to slow down and maybe ask somebody else for help, and I was in a position to need it.
What is the worst that you think could possibly happen, though? If you did ask somebody for help, what would be the worst that could happen?
Well, it would be a little shame in it, because even this accident, I'm going to be a little shame of myself and shame of them, and like I let them down, let myself down. That's what it is.
And I can understand that you being arrested, that DUI, that would be embarrassing.
Right.
But the worst has happened. You've gotten past that. The worst is gone. It's over, and you got past it. And that's just showing us, that even though we make mistakes, we will all make mistakes. We can't just have that much pressure. We can't do it by ourselves. And you can't be. Listen, you remind me of Superwoman. You want to be Superwoman. You want to make the bacon. You want to bring it in. You want to cook it. You want to do everything. We don't have to do that anymore. We don't have to do that anymore. But I do. What about Sylvia? What are your thoughts about Sylvia?
Well, Sylvia needs to do a little bit better taking care of Sylvia, but I don't know how to start. I've been taking care of others so long.
What are your passions? What do you just enjoy doing?
Right now, I'm going to have to figure that out. Maybe, with this journal, I can kind of start doing that, because I've been so busy just covering up who Sylvia is and just taking care of
And that's what I want you to do next week. Next week, I do want you to keep a journal, and that's what I want our journal to be about. We're going to focus on Sylvia, not on anybody but Sylvia. Your passions, what you want to do, and not on anybody else. And so we'll work on that next week, and I will see you again next week.
All right, thank you.
Okay, and have a good day.
Okay.
It's a good time.
I kept putting my phone up, and I was trying to, give it